Hey guys, this is Amy with Stick with the Plan. Today we're at Shaker Village and I'm talking about you can't take it with you when you go. Stay right here, I'll explain. So glad you joined me today. We're here, you can guess, this is Shaker Village near Danville, Kentucky. We're talking about you can't take it with you when you go. I heard a story a long time ago, probably this is a bad joke, but it was about a rich man and he wanted to take all his money with him when he passed. Well, he passed away and the wife was instructed by him to take all of his money and put up in the attic. So when he was going on to heaven, he could just grab it and pick it up with him. So after that funeral, she went up there to check to see if he got his money and it was all still there. So she looked at her son and said, well, I guess we should have put it in the basement. No, that's a bad joke. But I am thinking about, eternity and those things that are eternal. And the Lord's been speaking to my heart. Amy, it's all about people. It's not about the stuff. It's not, we spend so much time fixing our houses up or working in the garden or making sure we have a nice car. But it's not about the things. God's interested in the people. Recently we were praying at my house. My friend Sally and I were around my kitchen table on a Friday night and we were just praying. I started out pitiful. I was just praying for myself and all of our needs, and we were praying for the church and the church budget and things we would really believe in God for. And the Lord spoke to my heart and said, it's about the people. And when he said that, I immediately thought of the verse coming out of Psalms chapter 2 and verse 8, where he said, ask of me and I'll give you nations. And I remembered a song when I was in Bible school. We would sing that verse over and over again. We would sing, ask of me and I will give you nations. And we would sing it and we would just ask the Lord, it's people. That's our inheritance. That's the reward. That's the one thing we can take with us. We can't take our money. We can't take our stuff. No, all that will be left here. It's people. It's our influence. It's who we can win over to Jesus Christ. Who can we influence? Who can we get into the family of God? That's our inheritance. When I started praying like that around my kitchen table with my friend Sally there, we started asking God. We speak to nations. We're praying for them. They're coming in. And I claimed Danville. I was like, Danville's coming in. And Kentucky, that's our ground. That's our mission field. We believe God for Kentucky. And so as we were praying this, we went from a very pitiful state into being very powerful, talking to God about these things. I was even encouraged Sunday morning when I went into church. I was like, we're just going to ask for every empty seat, the Lord of the harvest, to fill it. And I encouraged our congregation, just find an empty seat. Put your hand on it. Claim there's a body in that. Ask the Lord. He's given us. He said, ask of me, I'll give you the nations. That'll be your inheritance. And after we were prayed, people looked around and there weren't very many empty seats. God's already filling up the church. I've asked the Lord, I said, our number one problem is we don't have enough space for all the people. And that's coming to pass. That's true. So there's barely some empty spots on the front row. It is time. It's the end days. It's time to believe God. Come on, it's harvest time. Join your prayers up with me. Let's not just pray selfish all the time. Lord, meet my need, get my budget, help me with this, send me a new car. But let's ask for people. Let's ask for the nations. That's a true inheritance. And it gives you such a satisfaction. It'll be easy for you to stick with the plans. Thanks for joining me today at Shaker Village. Remember, you can't take it with you when you go. It's all about people. I love hearing what God is doing in your life. Thank you for sharing all your testimonies with me, your likes, your love, especially the shares. New people are watching this because you're sharing this with your friends. If you're on YouTube, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. Leave us a comment. If you're on Facebook, like this page because we're going to bring you a brand new video next week. I'll see you then.